You're live. Hi guys, Alan from Wedding Fayres Yorkshire, and welcome to today's virtual wedding show where we're looking at South Yorkshire and slightly further afield. If you watched last week's New Year's show, then you will have seen that we did have a couple of technical difficulties. After some investigation, we learned that it was Facebook and copyright strikes. Now, even though the suppliers had the rights to this music and some of it was even live, Facebook can be quite sensitive. So if it does happen again this week, we do have some suppliers with some music in their videos. If it does happen again this week, please bear with us. We'll be back on in a couple of minutes and get the show going again. So this week, again, we are at South Yorkshire, looking at South Yorkshire suppliers. We should have been at Kenwood Hall today, the 24th of January, but instead we're coming to you through Facebook instead. We've got 9 suppliers lined up to you today. The first one kicks us off with Alicia, a fantastic violinist. Please show her lots and lots of support. Tag your family and friends, anybody who's engaged, get them in the comment section, ask as many questions as you can, and these suppliers will get back to you live in the video. We're going to leave you with Alicia violin. We'll check in with you at about 1:15. Enjoy the show.
Violinist, and today I'm very happy to open one more wedding fair, online wedding fair, together with Wedding Fayre Yorkshire team. Well, so I play the acoustic violin, but today I'm gonna show you my most beautiful violin in the world. That's my soul, my heart, my biggest love in my life, my electric violin. That's unique violin, made special by me, and when I play by this violin, I give to my audience all my soul. So today I'm gonna play for you 3 tunes. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to play full songs, but I will play very small parts, but you will definitely recognize all of them. Let's start. I'll probably stop. I hope everybody recognizes this fantastic tune. That's Perfect by Mr. Ed Sheeran. And this song is still very, very requested for weddings, for proposals, for engagement parties, also for birthday parties. So this song, I believe, will live for a long, many, many years. Okay, so our next one, which I would like to show you, it's a bit different style of music. Also very popular, and when the song was released, it smashed all show business. It smashed everyone, and it was in all charts at the top. And I've made my own cover. I do not use any backing tracks from somewhere. This cover is made special for me by my composer, which I'm working with together. Even if it's made by my composer, I still very, very careful with the copyrights. Everybody know this song. That's Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. Right, so obviously this composition is not very suitable maybe for that ceremony, but it's very suitable for your night entertainment, for your dancing, when you are happy, you had your ceremony done, everything is behind you, all the nervous, part of the wedding, and you can relax, dance, and have good time. Okay, and the next one, which I would like to play for you today, also very, very requested, especially when wedding has some specific theme. You will understand why. I'm very worried about the copyrights. So that's the Game of Thrones. Very often, newlyweds has specific theme. They want to have some Disney from one movie. So very often it was requested special Game of Thrones because the theme of wedding were Game of Thrones. So, right. So as you see, I can play any kind of music from the classical. Yeah, today I didn't play classical, but I can do classical music, pop music, jazz music. To be honest, I do not love to play jazz. I'm telling you the truth. But if it's requested, I definitely can do that. But I'm not specializing on jazz. And from my experience, jazz music is not very requested for the weddings. As you saw, the violin is shining when I touch with the bow, and this effect makes absolutely impressive. All guests, everybody's coming and asking, wow, 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 show me your violin. So if you have the violinist with that of the violin, you will remember very obviously you will remember anytime anyway, but your guests will definitely remember that you had the best entertainment. Well, a bit about my technique specific. I have the sound system which can cover the halls up to 1,000 guests. So quite big halls, and the system is professional. The system is very good quality. My violin can be connected to the wireless mic, so I can walk around the hall. I don't need to stay in one place like a soldier. No, I can be alive. I can dance with your guests. Most of the songs I play by memory. I do not use any music sheets, so I can do for you the very, very good entertainment. And I'm available not only for weddings, of course. I play for any kind of events. So if you want to see more my videos, just follow me on my Instagram account, Alicia Violin. So there you can see many, many videos with the different style of music. And if you want to have more information, contact me on Alicia Violin or Wedding Fayre Yorkshire. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Lisa, and I'm the owner of the bridal boutique based in Penistone, so perfectly placed for a South Yorkshire audience today. Obviously, just in between Barnsley and Sheffield. And the name of the boutique is Cristela Couture by Lise Marie. So I wanted to do things a little bit differently today. So I've done quite a few of these lives, obviously, since we've been in lockdown, just to, which is great for suppliers to be able to share their everything that they can offer. But I wanted to just sort of tell you the reason why I do what I do, if that makes sense, because when you come to Cristela, we want to make sure that you're having the best experience that you possibly can. And I think more than ever at this moment in time, that is what we are based upon. So, even though you've got a mask on and we've got all of the lockdown guidance that we've got to follow, the government guidance, the experience that you have at Cristela is absolutely paramount to make sure that you come in and you are part of this wonderful experience when you're looking for your dress, because we all know it can be absolutely overwhelming for most brides. So, morning, Alan. So listen, as I talk a little bit about what we're all about and who I am as well, so you know what you're going to get when you come in and see us. Please just pop questions in the chat. We want it to be interactive. This is an opportunity for you to ask whatever you want, and we'll try and answer. And if I can't answer during the live, I'll go back and obviously answer later on today. So, who am I? What are you going to get when you come in to meet us at Cristela? So, actually, not many people know this, but I also have a big corporate job alongside my boutique, and I spend all my working week, full-time working, actually in a healthcare setting, which is totally different to bridal. But this is my passion. And the reason I do what I do here at Cristela is because I planned my own wedding from start to finish. And I got married abroad. We got married in Italy, and actually that's where the name Cristello comes from. So we got married in a gorgeous olive grove. We hired a villa, and it was exclusively ours. And you know, Cristello is the Italian word for crystal. I also have a sister business, which is an online accessories business called crystalbridalaccessories.co.uk. And that was actually the business that was born before Cristello Couture. So we wanted to link them together, obviously, and the Italian experience and having a wedding in Tuscany was kind of what drove the name. So Cristello is crystal. And from that experience, I really had to do everything myself. I had a wedding planner in Italy, but it just didn't seem to be translating. You know, I had Pinterest boards. I'd get a Pinterest board. If you're a bride, we can work with Pinterest boards. You know, create your vision, what you want. Had all of that, was doing all the things that you're told to do, kind of thing, as a bride to be, but it wasn't translating into my vision. So I ended up doing it all from start to finish myself, and I didn't have an amazing experience when I went to get my gown. I felt like I was kind of being forced into choosing something, and yeah, it was stunning actually, and it was the best wedding, I have to say. I planned it from start to finish, and it was amazing. I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute. But, you know, I didn't have a brilliant experience choosing my gown, and actually I don't know if it was still the gown that I wanted for my wedding, and that's kind of left me a little bit tainted in that experience. So I decided, do you know what, I love the wedding industry. I loved the planning of it all. I loved kind of the whole experience, and I got so many amazing comments at what I'd done that I wanted to translate that into helping other brides. So they didn't have the experience that I had, because it is so overwhelming. And what we do here is make sure that you come in, there's no pressure, you know, it's very relaxed, and we help you find your dream dress. We'll give you all the guidance we can, and, you know, we want that experience to be absolutely amazing. So I just wanted you to know in advance of what we do and everything else, why I do what I do, because it's so important to me and I'm really passionate about it. So I wanted to get that across. So I'll tell you a little bit about what I do. And actually I'm doing something even more different, and I'm going to showcase something that I've not showcased so far, which is another aspect of our offering at Cristello that's pretty unique. So I'll get to that in a moment, and there's a couple of more unique things, so all very exciting as always. So obviously at the core of what we do is making sure that you have a wonderful experience and you find your dream dress. So some of the designers that we have in Cristello kind of try and touch every area of what is on trend, what's contemporary, what, you know, brides want to see. So you've got all aspects of shapes, styles, you know, lots of glitz, lots of simple classic gowns. So there's a varied amount of designers in the boutique. The one that you see behind me here is a Rachel Allen Loadoro gown. American, so obviously glitz and drama is what she's all about, and colours as well. So colours are still massively on trend. This one is a pink blush gown, so, and it also comes in ivory as well, but lots of glitz and a real statement. So Rachel Allen, if that's what you're looking for, that's the designer that's for you. We also do Wendy Macon, who's an Australian designer, and actually very, very classic, simple, elegant gowns. So if you're looking for something that, you know, you're going to be comfortable in all day, but it's just, you know, so elegant with it, then that's the designer for you. She's actually quite a British looking designer, I like to say as well. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it does. The detail really does stand out on coloured gowns, doesn't it? And I think, you know, when brides are thinking about their themes, you know, you often think about the colour with the bridesmaids, but it's not all about that. You know, you can have pretty much any colour gown that you want. So, you know, don't be blinkered that you've got to have an ivory gown or a white. Well, not white, because nobody does white anymore. It washes you out, guys. Don't look for a white gown. Ivories are all different coloured shades. So you can get a white ivory, absolutely. And in fact, the designer I'm going to talk about next is very much all about clean, fresh ivories. So they are almost white, but they don't take the colour away from you, because it can make you look really grey on your photos. So avoid the white gowns, guys. That's my advice. So yeah, the next designer that we feature heavily in the boutique is Barcelona. They are a Spanish designer, and we have different collections from that range within the boutique. So we do Barcelona Beach, we do Air Royale, which is bigger dresses and a lot more statement, and then the core is Barcelona. So as it sounds, Spanish designers, absolutely beautiful gowns, very elegant, amazing quality, very much about crepe, which is really on trend. You know, very form-fitting, but not so it's difficult for any shape or size to wear. They have a lining within them that's got a stretch in it, so it fits any type of body shape. And they are just absolutely amazing gowns. They are my favourite designer in the boutique, I have to say. Just seen a question there. What are your prices range from, and what sizes do you go up to? So I'll tell you about that now. Just let me finish one designer. The other collection that we have in store is exclusive to Costello, and that's from a designer called Georgia Couture, based in Singapore. We have a capsule collection, 6 gowns, brilliant for destination weddings, absolutely unique because you'll only find them here. So if that's the kind of, you absolutely want to have that kind of statement gown, then Georgia Couture's for you. So prices and size-wise, we go up to, in the boutique, a 24. But we do, I mean, that isn't prohibitive in any way at all. You can absolutely get a visual. I can get a size 24, 26 lady into a size 12 gown, and she can see how it's going to look. So that isn't anything that you need to be concerned about. When we place an order for a gown, most designers go up to a size 30. So that's obviously not an issue either. Price-wise, we aim around, our client base kind of looks at that kind of £1,500 to £2,000 mark, but we do have a range of dresses in the boutique. Nothing goes over £2,000, but we do start off the peg, because that still happens, where people come in and they've got 3 or 4 weeks to buy a gown. We can start off the peg at kind of 300 up. So we do cater for every budget. Hope that answers your question, Becky. So, as I've already mentioned, the name Cristello is crystal in Italian, and it was born from our accessories business. So that is one thing that we do differently at Cristello as well. So we have a wide range of portfolio of accessories in the boutique, and you can see some of them here. So lots of hair vines, lots of hair crowns that they're called now, low, medium and high. So your statement tiaras as well. Shoes, veils, shrugs, absolutely everything you can think of is all online and also in the boutique. Obviously the range is slightly less in the boutique, but you can get absolutely anything online. That's at crystalbridalaccessories.co.uk. And the other big thing about that is that we also do accessory appointments. So if you haven't bought your gown from us, that's not a problem. If you want to accessorize your gown up in the boutique, because we've got such a wide range available here in store, we can do that for you. So you can come in and bring your gown in, and we'll, as they say, jack you up on yes to the dress, and we can put, hairpiece, veil, shoes, the whole ensemble together, because it's really difficult to picture it all when you're buying it all separately. So that's something else that we can also support you with as a new bride to be. But the one thing I want to showcase that I haven't done in a lot of the lives so far is that I also partner with an exclusive brand of bridal lingerie. And that brand is called Lucy May. She is, Natalie is a Sheffield-based local supplier. All her product is handmade and bespoke and fitted to the bride. Now, lingerie is for a bridal perspective, is a little bit kind of, do I need it, do I not? Well, actually, you don't need it from a perspective of a bra or in the bodice of a dress, because they do have so much structure in them now. So, from that perspective, what you're looking for is a fabulous pair of briefs, obviously, that you can wear from the beginning of the day right through to the evening. But a lot of our brides actually come in and, they want something nice for the evening as well. So there's some options that I'm just going to share with you. One of the other kind of areas that we also provide in this lingerie, so you're not going to find it anywhere else, is bridal garters. So handmade bridal garters, and at a really fabulous price point. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of kind of what the offering here looks like. So, I mean, how fabulous. Absolutely made to measure, beautiful lingerie, and that's the difference with Lucy May. She will come into the boutique, you can have a fit in, she'll measure you up here in the boutique, and basically you can get absolutely everything you want for your evening as well as the day. So this is just an example of blush pair of knickers. I think all the men on the other side are going to be going, oh my God, but absolutely stunning, amazing quality, and price point of around £35. So, really not out of your range at all. And then what is really popular are these beautiful camisoles. So pair of knickers and a camisole for the evening. Ladies, I'm sure the groom would absolutely love it. So Lucy May is available in store. You just make an appointment to have a fitting in exactly the same way as you would do a bridal fitting. And Natalie will come in and do your fitting with us, and obviously we'll work together to make sure we get the whole ensemble exactly as you want. And I can tell you, I have some myself, and they are so comfortable. Obviously she does more than bridal as well, guys, so check her out, Lucy May Lingerie. So yeah, that's something new that we're doing in store as well. And just wanted to talk to you a little bit. I love the fact that they got lots of hearts. Amazing. Knickers all the way, guys. They are, honestly, they're so beautiful, and just really stunning under your gown as well. So let's move on from the knickers now. So just a bit about appointments and how to go about booking an appointment with us. We'd love to have you in the boutique. Obviously, we're having to do them slightly differently. So I think when we come out of lockdown, which hopefully won't be too long, we're taking appointments from the beginning of March at the moment. So you can just go on at your leisure onto the website, www.cristellocouture.co.uk. There's a live appointment booking system that you can book your appointment online at your leisure. And we have extended the appointment times to obviously allow for all the government guidance. We look after you as a bride, even though you've got a mask on and we ask you to sanitize and everything else, you still have that amazing experience. We disinfect all our gowns, we clean all our hard surfaces after every appointment, surfaces even, so it's absolutely safe as you could wish it to be. Now the only thing that's different is we do have to limit the amount of people that we obviously can have in the boutique, and I anticipate this is going to continue once we reopen for a period of time at least, but thank God the vaccine is being rolled out now, so that will change everything and we can get back to normal, fingers crossed. So we are limiting our appointments to the bride and 2 guests from your household or your support bubble, obviously, just to be safe and keep our clients safe and staff safe as well. So the other big announcement for this week is that we are having an Air Barcelona trunk show. Yay! So what a trunk show means, guys, is that we get loads and loads of dresses that we don't have in the boutique from that designer. So we pretty much get another up to 20 gowns that you can have the choice of having a look at and come in and have your appointment based on a much wider range of choice. And as I said, Air Barcelona is my designer of choice at the moment. Absolutely stunning gowns. So if you want to be a part of that, you can go online again and book your appointment, but the weekend we're holding that is the 26th of March to the 28th of March. So go on, book your appointment, be part of that. You'll get a much wider choice than we normally have in the boutique. Although we do, if you really do see something that you like and we don't have it in the boutique from one of our designers, very often we can get that sample in for you, so don't let that put you off. But the trunk show will mean you will have absolutely every choice you want. So we'd love to see you on that weekend. That's the 26th of March to the 28th of March. Go online and book your appointment now. So the only last bit that I wanted to share with you is our other USP. And obviously, as you can see behind me, we're not just about the bride. We're bridesmaids as well. We do mother of the bride, mother of the groom, and we also do menswear hire. Menswear hire is all about the Michael Kors suit. It's absolutely the suit of choice at the moment. So absolutely everything under one roof. but I haven't told you the best bit. So we are upstairs in the building in Penistone. So the bridal boutique's upstairs. It's a huge space, so social distancing is not an issue either here. But downstairs we have our very own gin bar, and we also do luxury appointments with a gin taste. When we're open again, this is going to be, it's going to just go boom. I'm sure it is, because obviously the bar at the moment can't open. But when we can get open again, we do a gin taste appointment every Saturday, 3 p.m. And basically what happens is you come and have your appointment upstairs. We find you the dress of your dreams, guys. And then you and your party go downstairs, have a special gin taste with our baristas who will tell you which gin matches which tonic and which garnish you should have and why. And then you can while the evening away in the Costello Lounge. Live music every other Saturday when we get back to normal. So it's just a great way to finish the experience. There is a small charge for doing that, but it's negligible. So if that's what interests you when we get back open, go ahead and book your appointment now. And that just leaves me to say it's probably time to have a gin. We would love to have you in the boutique, and I hope to see you very soon. Take care, guys. Bye.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Katrina from Katrina's Bespoke Cakes. I hope you're all having a lovely weekend so far. I don't know about anyone else, but whenever I follow Cristela Couture, I always want a gin. It's just not fair, is it? She should send them out to everyone. So yes, I'm Katrina, and I specialise in this style of cake. So more of like elegant, simplistic wedding cakes, lots of sugar flowers, tall, very tall cakes. So my standard tier height is like 6 inches, so nice, tall, sharp edges. We're based in Barnsley, but cover all of South Yorkshire, Yorkshire area, and North Derbyshire, so quite a large area. And even further if you want a cake to be transported somewhere else, like, I don't know, maybe we'll go to Italy. Let's do that. So I do fondant and buttercream cakes, so I cover both, even some ganache cakes as well. So no matter what you want, if you wanted sugar flowers or maybe more of like a rustic style buttercream with the ridges, real flowers and things like that, I can do all of that. So I have put a little guide on my website that is like a booking guide of step-by-step of this is how you book a wedding cake. So this is something that I've done during lockdown because planning is obviously a lot harder now for weddings anyway. So I wanted to make the planning and designing of the cake and the whole process from start to finish to be as easy as it possibly can be for you. I think we've all got enough stress that it'd be nice to just get rid of the stress of the planning. Just going to look at some of the comments. Oh no, I know, to be fair, yeah, when we have the cake tastings, definitely you need a cup of tea, don't you? It's true. So I would say the very first thing you need to do if you're newly engaged, congratulations, is to get your date booked, get your venue booked, kind of get a rough estimate on your guest list, because the venue really, I think when you've chosen that kind of guides the style of the wedding, so that generally helps with the designing of the cake as well. So if you get the venue booked, make bridesmaids, like your colour schemes and things like that as well really help. Invitations as well, because we can take little details from those, put them in the cake. Or even like patterns in your dress. So all of those little aspects definitely help with the designing process. So if you get all of those done first, then you can come to me. We'll book. There's a save the date deposit, so it's £50 to save the date. So when you've paid that, then we'll start the designing process of the cake. So that'll be, obviously, usually would be I would come to you or you would come to me. We'd sit down, design a cake, you'd eat cake, which is obviously a very important part, and then we finish all the process off, and then on the day I turn up the cake. So that's the usual process. However, obviously with the lockdowns, Zoom and Facebook video chats have become really popular, and I'm actually really loving doing them. I think it kind of, we can have more of them. So when you first contact me saying you think you want to book with me, we can have a quick chat, decide what kind of cake you want in, see if it's something that I can do, see if I've got the availability, etc. And then when everything's a little bit further along, then we can sit down again, and we can share screens and show each other different designs that we like and things like that. So I think it's really nice, and we're enjoying it. So don't let the lockdown put you off getting in touch, because, well, obviously we're not knowing what's happening this year. Next year's looking quite busy already. So if you're a summer wedding next year, please contact me as soon as possible, because those dates are disappearing very, very quickly. So just flick down my notes to make sure I'm going through everything. So if you have no idea on the design of the cake, that's absolutely fine. There seems to be not much middle ground, and either people really, really know what they want, or people really don't know what they want, and both of those things are absolutely fine. It just means if you know exactly what you want, we can go straight in. You can take this aspect of this aspect of this one, this aspect of this one, and we can go straight in with the design in. If you have no idea at all, then that's when we can start pulling in the colour schemes, the design on the dresses, the invitation details, all of those little aspects, and we can build up from the very beginning. So don't think that just because you don't know, you can't get in touch and you're waiting to see until you've got that light bulb moment of that's the cake I want. Get in touch now, and we can start that design process together. Like, my life is pretty much cake, so I'm very happy just to look at cakes all day and send you loads of pictures. I just think, so when you've got the £50 deposit, like I said, you'll book in, you'll take home some cake samples. Either I'll post them, because I can post them out to you if, obviously we're still in lockdown. You can collect them, or fingers crossed we'll be in person soon, so you can take them home from the consultation. And this sample boxes are 6 of my most popular flavours. So there's vanilla, chocolate caramel, red velvet, cherry bakewell, lemon, and raspberry white chocolate, which is the most popular flavour. So you get to go home and eat loads of cake. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? So I've also put there's on my website, there's a services tab, so under wedding cakes, services, and on there there's like guide prices for the weddings. So these are guide prices based on fondant cakes. So if you want buttercream, they will be slightly different, but I just wanted to most people from order fondant cakes from me, so I've just put those as the base prices. So just to give you an idea of those prices, a 2-tier cake to feed around 60 people is £220. Well, it starts from that. So this is just a fondant cake with ribbon on a covered board. Anything else would be obviously additional costs, so any sugar flowers, any stenciling, etc. Yes, Charlotte, yeah, we any allergens at all. So my gluten-free cake it literally just tastes exactly the same as the normal cake, which is quite nice. I'm really happy with the recipe. Egg-free, dairy-free, vegan, etc. Yes, beat you to it slightly there, Chloe. Yes, vegan cakes too. My vegan red velvet is my most popular vegan flavour. Everyone really likes that, so that's a good one. Yes, a 3-tier cake to feed around 95 people starts from £290. A 4-tier cake to feed around 130 people starts from £350. So as I said, they're just base prices, and anything else you add would be additional. And if you have people at the wedding that have allergens, then if it's just like 1 or 2 people, I can make the cake as normal, and then you can have cupcakes that match the main cake that like catered for those dietary needs. So you don't have, if you've got like quite a few people, maybe we could do the top tier. So I've got a couple next year. Then the groom is gluten intolerant, so we're going to have the top tier gluten-free, the rest of it they say normal. And then I've got some other people where they've got about 3 or 4 people that are gluten intolerant, so they're having cupcakes to match. So you can freeze the cake. So after the wedding, I usually say to people to get a cake that's slightly bigger than than the serving sizes, for a couple of reasons. So the first is because on the day you're going to be so busy, you're going to be everywhere talking to everyone, that it's likely that you might not even get to eat anything. Never mind eat the cake. So if you've got like a buffet or something, it's just hard to get round because everyone wants your attention all the time. So more cake for that first reason, and secondly, it freezes really well. So when you're at the wedding, usually you'll ask them to like cut the top tier fully, and then maybe half or 3/4 of the second and third tier, and then the rest you take home. You can slice it up into nice little portions, wrap them up in cling film, and they freeze like 3 months perfectly. They really freeze really well. So like in a month after the wedding, when you've come back from the honeymoon, so if you're going straight from a honeymoon after the wedding, freeze the rest of the cake. When you come back, you get to eat wedding cake. It's a win-win. Exactly. Yeah, we never need freezing for some extra cake. But I'll give you a few excuses there, so make yourself feel a little bit better. So yes, in terms of the decorations, I've just got a few samples of sugar flowers and things here. I don't think you probably can see them on the cakes behind anyway, but I'll just show you a little bit closer. Ooh, there we go. So these, you can have sugar flowers, and these I can make to match your bouquet. So whatever flowers and whatever colours you have in your bouquet, we can match them onto the cake as well. If you want real flowers, you can ask your florist to get in touch with me. We can figure out what flowers we need and how many of them, and then on the day they'll be left at the venue, and then when I get there I can wire them all up and seal them all off and put them in the cake for you. So we've got options. We can also do fake flowers as well. I know a really nice person that does beautiful silk flowers. So we can always work with different options like that as well. So one of the other things I want to talk about, so the dreaded COVID, I know we don't want to talk about it, we kind of have to. During lockdown 1, 2, who knows anymore, I've updated my terms and conditions to state that if your wedding is postponed for either COVID or any future pandemics, we can just move the date free of charge to any other date in the future. If I'm free, hey. If I'm not, then either I will just return your money minus the deposit, or I will help you find another cake maker. So we can book now without having to worry that even if things do move, we are completely covered and we have a backup plan in place. So as I said, the sample boxes, I'm going to start posting these out. So usually I've just been doing it kind of ad hoc. When people book in for a tasting, then I just do their sample boxes. But I'm thinking that maybe if I get enough people that would want them, that I'm going to start doing them every couple of months on set dates. So either if you want a wedding cake sample, it will be available on this date, or if you just want to treat yourself and order some cake that's come through the post, then we can do that too. So contacting me. To get in touch, you can either Facebook message, Instagram message, or my preferred option would be if you go onto my website, there's a contact tab. You can fill in your name, date of the wedding, any details, so like how many people, how many portions you need. So even if it's just a rough range of like 60, well, let's aim high, 60 to 80, 80 to 100. Let's assume that COVID's gone. Yes, Lana, yes. I actually have Valentine's boxes, little plug there. I have Valentine's boxes available at the moment to order. But yeah, even if you want the cake samples for Valentine's, that'd be absolutely perfect. I think I'm going to offer them the first week of February. Fingers crossed. We'll see how things go next week. So contact me through my website, fill in all the details that you know, any pictures or anything like that, just stick them in there, and then we can arrange a Zoom call or a Facebook, however we want to contact each other, whichever form. We'll go through everything that you know that you want, anything that you think you might want, like I offer favours as well, so cupcakes, macarons, which are really popular this year. Macarons are looking pretty good. Homemade chocolates. Yeah, there's loads of different things. So dessert tables are a big one. I think people are starting to get in touch, Lindsay. Yeah, dessert tables are looking really popular for the next like year or two. I think people are wanting more than just the cake. They're wanting to give their guests options as well. And also, I think people are kind of using it instead of favours, because so people can kind of just like fill up little boxes and things like that, which is a great idea. Because maybe if you've got like edible favours, maybe not everyone will like them. So if you've got quite like a pick and mix of desserts that people can just pop into little boxes, I think it's a really good idea. Yeah, I think that's it. If you like I said, if you're getting married next year, please get in touch soon. I usually say 12 months before, but the summer next year is getting really busy with obviously weddings that have been postponed already. Do you know what? I think I've just seen it pop up, Lindsay. Thank you. Yeah, so next year's looking really busy, so please get in touch. If you have any other questions, please just message me, or like I said, go through the website. And there's loads of different handy tabs on there as well. There's like terms and conditions are all in there as well. So thank you very much, everybody. Bye.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing all right today. I know Katrina started her thing by saying when she follows Costello, she always wants gin. All the cake, guys. I'm like getting ready to bake this afternoon to have some sweet treats in my life. I'm Charlotte, and I run Charlotte Elizabeth Photography. So I'm going to talk to you today just a little bit about what it is that I do exactly. I'm going to start off by showing you through one of my albums. I think I'm going to go orange today. This is one of my 10 by 10 wedding albums, and we can just talk through some of the images. Let me just tilt my camera slightly so you can see what we're doing. There we go, try and keep my face in as well. Hi Natasha, hi Lindsay. So, there we go. So, my wedding photography is what I like to call a natural documentary style. What that means is that I will be there on the day capturing all the things that happen during your wedding without really posing too much. So we've got bridesmaids taking selfies, doing a quick cheers to the champagne before they get dressed. People Googling, so these lovely bridesmaids Googled how to fasten up the wedding dress. Hi Julie, hi Kingston. Now, the shoes is something that has been part of my shortlist, I suppose, for a long time. I've got a bit of a thing for wedding shoes, so I will always get the photograph of your bridal shoes, groom shoes if they're spectacular, and we'll also get all your bridesmaids as well. So on a normal wedding day, I generally start with the getting ready pictures. Usually that's 2 to 3 hours before the wedding starts. And that not only gives me a chance to get all your getting ready bits and bobs, but we also manage to get all the details as well. So your rings, your flowers, anything you've made yourself. So this top one, this bride made her little ceramic heart to go around her flowers, which was so sweet. And it just means that we're not rushed on the morning. And then we get to your wedding ceremony. So I always like to capture everyone arriving and then head to the front of the aisle to get groom reactions and bride walking down the aisle. So we've got a combination of worry and excitement on groom's faces, and everyone tends to really relax when you're both standing together at the top of the aisle. Oh, the leaf ring picture. Do you know what? That was actually, this bottom one was a stroke of, I'm going to go with luck. So it was an autumn wedding and everything was dead basically. And I was trying to find a really nice spot to photograph the rings. And there was just this kind of leaf on the floor as a beautiful green colour. It's like, this is where it has to happen. There's obviously no other options right now. Oh, thanks, Kingston. Yeah, I try and get a combination of black and white and colour images in your album. You do get an option, so if you do want any pictures in black and white or that are in colour or vice versa, just ask me and I'm happy to change them around. So after we've done the signing of the register, we generally like to come to the back of the ceremony room. That means that we get the full view of the room, so these beautiful arches, you get all your guests there as well, and that is a perfect position for me to be in to get you guys walking back up the aisle. I feel like I'm a bit wonky today. must not have got my legs straight. That's better. So I realised that these wedding albums look quite small on this screen. If you do want to see any more of my work, you can see all these images plus all real weddings on the website, which is charlotteelizabethphotography.com. You just need to go to the blog section and click on real weddings. We've also got a wedding tip section, which will help you plan your day. We've got a mailing list if you want to sign up to that, so you get various tips every month to your inbox. And this year, last year even, we actually designed a wedding planner as well. So if you want a physical wedding planner, that's where you can get one. So with the group pictures, what I like to do is get them done as quickly as possible. Get a good picture of my ring bearer. I absolutely will, Lindsay, I promise. So with your group pictures, like I say, we like to get them done as quickly as possible. So we get your big group done first, and then we'll go through all the other groups that we've spoken about. All my packages include a pre-wedding session, which means it's a few months before the wedding. We go to your venue or somewhere that means something special to you guys, and we will do a few photographs there, kind of a practice run, so you know exactly what I'm talking about when I mention different poses on your wedding day. And we'll go through that big list of everyone that you want to photograph with. A couple of reasons that we do this together. Sometimes couples forget to mention the most obvious people. I know on every list that I ever make, I generally forget to put my grandparents on there because of course they're going to be there. Of course they will. This list is not extensive. So if on the wedding day Aunt Gladys walks through the door and you think she's not on, just mention it to me. I'll add it to the bottom. She'll never know that she was missed off the original one. But hi, Bev. Yeah, I can't wait to get back to Stanage. It'll be, honestly, it's such a beautiful place. I'm looking forward to being able to come and visit you all again. So the packages that I generally work from are a full day and a half day photography. They start at $9.95 and they include either half or a full day photography. You get your pre-wedding session, a private online gallery, which is up there for 6 months. You can share that with your family, friends, whoever you want to share that with, and you can download your pictures from there as well. You also get a USB of all your registered images. If you want wedding albums, they start at £200. Let me know if that's something you're thinking about, and we can definitely talk about those with you. I can go through all your different options for you. So these guys particularly wanted to have all their images done inside their venue. They chose an October wedding, and they didn't want the faff basically of looking out the window and thinking, is it raining, is it cold, should we go outside, should we not? So they just said, we're going to do everything inside, and we did, and it was absolutely beautiful. But their pre-wedding session really helped all of us, because what we did is we went around all the different rooms of Cutler's Hall, figured out where the best places for the photographs would be, and then we figured out where the guests would be at each time as well. because everyone would be indoors, there wouldn't be places for people to kind of spill out. So this bottom one, for example, there was a chair similar to this in a separate room, but all the guests would be congregated in there, which meant it might be a little bit more difficult to manage the situation. So yeah, your pre-wedding session is really, really key, I think. Oops, get stuck. If you do have any questions as we're going along, I know loads of people are putting comments in anyway, but if you do have any questions, do pop them in the comments. If you're watching this later on, you can get in touch with me either on the website, which is charlotteelizabethphotography.com. You can send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, any social media basically. Or you can email me on charlotte@charlotte-elizabeth.com. Okay, I want to talk to you all about speeches. So speeches I love for two reasons. We get the people actually doing the speech, which is you know, the main part of the day, main part of the afternoon even. But we also get the reactions. So we get the laughs, the tears, the embarrassing faces. And over the past few years, it used to be, when I first began back in 2014, it was the best men that were really taking the mick out of the grooms, basically. The father of the bride has taken over that role in previous years, so that the bride is now getting just as much stick as the groom. It's fantastic. I am based in Barnsley and I cover weddings in Yorkshire and the UK. So if no matter where you're getting married, if it's in the UK, let me know. Depending on where it is, there might be a slight travel charge. Generally, if you're further afield, it might be that I need to stay overnight somewhere. But yeah, South Yorkshire is my home. But I do cover weddings throughout the whole of the UK. And let me finish on the dance floor pictures. So I always like to stay a little bit after the first dance. That's for two reasons. The main reason being that after the first dance, something happens and I don't know what it is. It's almost like an atmosphere shift. So up until that point, guests on the dance floor have kind of been quite self-conscious and just doing a little movements. After the first dance, they almost forget that I'm there. So we get twirls and spinning and people skidding across the dance floor as if they're at a primary school disco, and it's fabulous. So I always stay after the first dance to get your guests really properly dancing. And here we go. Just a few of the first dance itself, just to finish off. The bar opens. Maybe people just think it's time to drink after the first dance. Who knows? Who knows? And that is the end of the album. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about a couple of questions that I've been asked a lot recently. The first one is, how long does it take to get my images back? Generally, between 4 and 6 weeks is my goal. I always aim for 4, but on busy periods, it can take up to 6 weeks to get your images back to you. They're delivered on your private online gallery, and everything you see there can be altered at that point. So if there's anything at all that you want changing, just let me know and I'm happy to do so. When you're happy, I'll sort out your USB for you, and if you want an album, we'll go through the process of doing your whole album design as well. You can get in touch with me by my website and any of the social medias, and you can email me as well on charlotte@charlotte-elizabeth.com. If you do go to the website, on the weddings page, there is a date checker, so you can just put your details in there and I will get back to you with my availability for your date. It's a really simple way. You don't have to put any details or anything like that in, just your date and your email address, basically. I've also been asked quite a lot, so I'm just checking my notes. I've also been asked quite a lot about what happens if we have to cancel, rearrange, postpone, all that kind of thing. Obviously, it's all COVID related at the moment. I'm quite confident, quietly confident, I suppose, that we're going to be fine from now on, from here on out. If you do have to rearrange, or if you do choose to postpone your wedding, there's no charge for doing that currently. Just let me know as early as possible that you are wanting to change your date, and I will do my best to make sure that I'm available. Oh, is it just you on the day? It is just me. I tend to find that with the style that I work in, which is really a natural, relaxed style, it works much better if it's me by myself. If you did want a second photographer, so if you wanted to capture both bride and groom prep, or if you wanted 2 photographers for the whole day, that's not a problem. I can definitely get one of those for you. There's a few people that I work with on a regular basis. If people do want second photographers, there is an extra charge for that depending on how long you want the second person to be there for. But let me know what your thoughts are, and we can definitely get some prices together for you for that. Booking fees is the next question. So to actually secure your date, I require a £200 booking fee plus a signed contract. So what happens is we'll go through a virtual meeting. We'll go through all the details of your contract, and then I will send that across to you to be signed. Get that back to me along with your booking fee, and your date is then secure. And finally, when to book. This is such a difficult one, I think, for any supplier. So currently, I have some availability for this year, I have some availability for next year, and I have good availability for 2023. Thing is, I can only do one wedding a day. So I do have a couple of bookings already for 2023. If your wedding is on one of those dates, I'm not available, obviously. I think with any wedding supplier, as soon as you know or think that you might want somebody, get in touch with them, have a chat, make your intentions known, find out how to book them and what all the procedures are. And then if you've decided that actually this is the person for you, book them, absolutely. Because the absolute worst thing that you can possibly do is leave it for a fortnight and then someone else has already got there. So yeah, as soon as you know or think that you want any supplier, whether it's photography, videography, florist, cakes, whoever, get in touch with them. And yeah, let's always get your first choice. I think that pretty much takes me up to my time. So if you do want to get in touch with me, you can do so on my website. You can email me on charlotte@charlotte-elizabeth.com. Send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, all the social medias. And yeah, I hope that you all have a great afternoon, and I will speak to you all very soon. Bye.
Sorry there, we had Graham there. I think his phone just went into standby. So if you just hold on a few moments, we shall get Graham from A Taste of Italy to come and join you. He was literally in the waiting room, ready to come live. And then just as we went live, his phone went black. So hopefully his battery's charged. Alan is busy throwing away right now, trying to get him back online. So don't worry about that. Yeah, Graham, as you know, he's got some fantastic flavoured ice creams that he's going to show to you. We are just waiting for him to come online now. This is a live show, and every week something bizarre happens. That's the joys of being live. So please bear with us. Don't worry, I am not a wedding supplier. I'm just here doing the tech, as you can see. But because I knew something might happen this week, I've lit up the back of the room so it looks a little bit more pretty than the Christmas tree that we had last week.
Seen the message.
So again?
Seen the message.
Oh, right, yeah. So yeah, he's seen the message. He's gonna log out and then log back in again. So he is going to be here very shortly. So please bear with us, guys. As well, tag your wedding party, your friends. Help build up the hype as it comes up to your wedding. And it's always good to kind of get that information out there and see how everybody's doing. Lindsay says she likes Taste of Italy. She tried them last year. I love Taste of Italy. Whenever it's one of the real person shows, I do spend most of my time sat by his stand eating ice cream as much as I can. So yeah, he hopefully will be here soon. We're just waiting for him now. Whilst this is on as well, I shall just post out a link in this section here. I've just put it in the comment section from a blog post that's gone on our website this week, which was about the hands, space, face, COVID stuff, but how that relates to wedding terms. And so that's a really great blog post. And most of the suppliers that were in today's show were in that. Anyway, enough about me. Please show this guy lots of love. Ask all the ice cream questions that you want. He's South Yorkshire. In fact, he is Yorkshire's version of the ice cream Willy Wonka. I shall bring him on screen now. It's Graham from A Taste of Italy. Say hello, Graham.
Thank you. Love that. Thanks for the introduction. Marvellous. Hi, Graham here from A Taste of Italy, Yorkshire's #1 ice cream tricycle hire company. Delighted to be able to speak to you regarding our service. And I'm just going to run through what we do, what flavours we have, and just how it works if you'd like to consider booking one of our ice cream tricycles for your wedding day. Firstly, we have a choice of 5 ice cream tricycles. We have various colours, various styles to suit the theme of your wedding. We offer a fully bespoke service, so you can pick a 2-hour service slot to be arranged with us. We work from any time from 8 in the morning until midnight, so I'm sure we can accommodate you. A choice of 5 flavours to be chosen by you, all handmade Italian style artisan ice cream. We have over 94 flavours of ice cream and sorbets and a coffee range, and also a vegan and dairy free range. So there'll be something there for everybody. You can mix and match if you want to. We're happy to give you 2 or 3 flavours of ice cream, and then maybe a vegan option as well, because of course it's well, veganism is big, and at most weddings we go to, we will find people who are vegans on there. We can operate the tricycles either inside or outside of the premises, so we're not too concerned about weather. We work right through the year, from January right through to December, and we find that the ice cream is popular whether it be June, July, or November, December. If we're inside, of course, the heating's on in the venue, people will still eat ice cream. If we're outside in the yard, on the grass, within the gazebo, or wherever you want us, we can still do ice cream. It goes down really well. We offer an unlimited ice cream service, so you pick the 5 ice creams you would like from our list of over 90, and we promise to serve it unlimited to your wedding guests for the duration of the 2 hours, irregardless of whether they want 1 ice cream or 5 or 6 ice creams. That's the deal we offer to you. So it works out to be a very good deal. Most people will have 1. A lot of people will have 2. Some people will have 3, 4, or 5 ice creams. Some people will go right through the flavours and sample every one because they're ice cream fans. We all like ice cream. That's the way it is. It's great value with your 5 choices of ice cream. You can use this as a dessert if you want. You can use this to be outside the venue to welcome your guests. You can use this in the evening while your guests are relaxing. Doesn't matter. We offer you a 2-hour service, and that is the way that that's the way it works. Not all tricycle companies, of course, offer this range of tricycles. We have the most comprehensive number of flavours with over 90 odd flavours. Over 100 testimonials on our website. So check them out, please. We've been working for over 11 years now. We're here. We still love the job as much as we loved when we first started. It is our main job. We don't do it as a sideline. This is what we do. We do ice cream. We love doing it, and we love doing every wedding just as much as the first ever wedding we ever did. We really do enjoy it. It's great. We provide you with a uniformed attendant to serve the ice cream. The ice cream served on Italian waffle cones with a Cadbury's flake. We don't use toppings and sprinkles. We don't use things to disguise the taste of the ice cream like you will see, because our ice cream speaks for itself, really. It is a quality artisan ice cream. We want you to enjoy the flavour. We want you to enjoy the ice cream. We don't want to see it covered in the likes of sprinkles and kale and such like. This is what we do, and this is why people appreciate the ice cream. Our sorbet range, which has always been popular and is becoming increasingly more so, along with our vegan range, of course. Our sorbets, we do a champagne, we do a mango, we do a lemon, a raspberry, forest fruits, and an orange. We find that most people will pick a sorbet. Our vegan range, which has increased over the last, certainly over the last 2 years, we do a lovely Oreo. These are soya based, of course. These are the vegan range, vegan dairy free, soya based. An Oreo cookie, a strawberry, a standard vanilla, of course, still the most popular flavor, and a cinder toffee, which is again an incredibly popular flavor. We also have a comprehensive allergy list because, of course, in this day and age, allergies are so important. We make sure that we have a list of the contents of every ice cream, the ingredients of every ice cream, as to whether it's suitable for vegetarians, whether it contains soy, whether it contains nuts, whether it's gluten-free. If you want to know, you contact us. You tell us you maybe got a few guests with allergies or such like. We can check out the flavors you've chosen and tell you whether they are suitable for that guest. If they're not suitable for that guest, tell us. We'll make sure that if they come and introduce themselves, we carry a spare scoop, we carry spare all the utensils. So if somebody's got any allergies at all, we will serve them something that suits them with all equipment that's been sterilized. So there's absolutely no chance of any cross contamination, and it's increasingly, councils are being very strict with this these days. So we were at the forefront of that, and well, of course, we're happy. Nobody wants to be poorly after eating a product. A few of the flavors, I'll just run through a few of them for you, just to get you thinking about ice cream on this day today. We have a lovely amaretto, an apple crumble, it's a popular one. Banana, of course, is always popular. Blackberries and cream, a good one. I know everybody at Wedding Fayres Yorkshire are big ice cream fans, and they always sample 1 or 2 ice creams when we're doing their fairs that we do for them. Cherry Mania. We even do a Christmas pudding one that's, believe it or not, quite popular. Cream egg, Easter coming up. Cream egg, delicious cream eggs are used to flavour this Easter treat. Donut, a drumstick, the sweets that the kids like. We know from doing our weddings that when we talk to people say, well, I'm getting married in the winter. Will it affect people wanting ice cream? Well, no, from our experience, it doesn't at all. We're inside. All of the venues, of course, are heated. Usually in the winter, usually too hot to be quite honest. By the time you've got 100 or so guests in there, people will be ready for an ice cream. They'll queue for an ice cream, and they'll enjoy their ice cream. So don't worry about the time of year. It's really not an issue. We've not got many children at the wedding. That's another one that crops up occasionally. Doesn't matter. You eat ice cream, I eat ice cream. Doesn't matter about age. You'll find that people will queue for their ice cream, whatever the age. Yes, the children will love it. So will grandma, granddad, and everybody else. So that's one. What if people don't want any ice cream when we get there? We've got an unlimited package. They will, because we promote ice cream. We push ice cream. We always make sure that everybody there takes at least 1 ice cream, and we will say, come back and please enjoy another ice cream. If you want 3 ice creams, come back for another ice cream. We don't limit the ice cream. We don't pretend to just serving people and then pack up and we're away. We're there for the 2 hours, and we are going to, by hook or by crook, serve as much ice cream as we can to your guests. So they remember a taste of Italy, they remember your wedding, and when they're talking about it years to come, they'll remember that it's a great wedding, we did this and that. So remember when we had ice cream, the ice cream was lovely, and all this and that. Because this is the feedback we get. We delight in trying to make people's day a good day. This is why the ice cream tricycle is so magical. It's a special occasion, and we try to make it special for everybody. It's a little bit it's something a little bit out of the ordinary, and it's something that people will enjoy and remember. And personally, it's something that people won't expect a lot of the time. People will say, "Well, we've never seen an ice cream trike at a wedding," and they'll come and enjoy it. And if they can enjoy it at your wedding, that's half the battle as far as I'm concerned. We have done so many events. We do an awful lot of weddings, of course. We've been doing weddings since we started. We also do a lot of corporate events and such like. We've worked for the likes of Ferrari. We've worked for the likes of Porsche. We work with the likes of Heston Blumenthal and people like this. So our ice cream is known. I suppose working for Ferrari, the Italians, the home of ice cream. That was quite a privilege. We've worked for them a few times. Morrison's, if we're a bit closer to home, Morrison's and M&S. So we've, as we're doing weddings as well, we tend to meet people and say, would you come and work here? Would you do this for us? Would you do that for us? We're happy to do that. That's great. But weddings are our bread and butter, and we thoroughly enjoy doing weddings as well. We've had our trikes at all sorts of places. We've found some wonderful places. I mean, I still find it exciting to be turning up at a venue that we've never been to before. To drive down perhaps a little dusty drive and see this great big house at the end. So that's fun. We enjoy that. We like to go to all sorts of places. We've done all the big venues around Yorkshire. We've even worked at airports. Some of the places people get married, it's astonishing. But we've worked at industrial museums. We worked at the airport. We've done a lot of gazebos and the likes of marquee weddings and such like. Very popular now. Again, no power needed with our trikes. We can be in the middle of a field if you wanted this. There's no electric cables. There's no generators. So with that's the way we do it. Our qualities are the quality of our ice cream speaks for itself. Also, of course, the Italian waffle cones and everything else that goes with it. It's an experience that we try to make memorable for people. So that's our aim, and that's what we do. I think Lisa has got one or two ice creams scoop. I think we can't be having an ice cream today because it's there, but I think Lisa's done one or two ice creams for you, just to give you a little look at and just tell you what we've got. This one's a rhubarb crumble ice cream. Yeah, folks, let's just show you that one. I'm sorry I'm winding you up with this one. I'm sure you're looking quite tempted. But this is a luxury vanilla, luxury rhubarb ice cream with oat pieces. Of course, I'm speaking to you from Wakefield, which is the home of rhubarb and the rhubarb triangle. So this is a popular one that's chosen by Yorkshire people. So there you are. I'm sorry you can't sample it, folks, but next time we see you, you'll be able to sample it, I'm sure. So thank you. She's not a bad assistant, is she? Got something else coming as well. And she's been busy this morning. What's this one, Lisa? Oh, thank you. Right, this one is a beautiful mint choc chip ice cream. Right, this is an award-winning mint choc chip. Actually, this actually won the best ice cream in England, I think, about 4 or 5 years ago. It's a classic mint choc chip with chocolate pieces. Young and old, they'll all enjoy mint choc chip ice cream. One of the favourites, I think, for the Wedding Fayre Yorkshire crowd. I think they usually have a little dabble of that one when we've got it. And this final one that Lisa's done, take you back to your childhood, a lot of you. This is Curly Whirly. This is Curly Whirly, as in the little chocolate bars. A toffee flavoured ice cream with toffee sauce, chocolate fudge balls, and chocolate pieces. Of course, this brings back memories for an awful lot of people. We do, of course, Parma Violet was a popular one last year. Biscoff. Last year was a year everybody was talking about Biscoff ice cream. So Biscoff ice cream with Biscoff sauce. That was a popular one. Snickers, another popular one. My favourite was the lemon meringue. That's a beautiful ice cream on a lovely summer's day. Strawberries and cream, another very, very popular one, and lemon cheesecake, I think, Lisa.
Yeah.
That was a popular one last year as well.
You can tell what way I've been for dessert Sunday dinner, can't you?
See what our dessert is today. So that's it. So we were there to be involved in your wedding day, help to make it a special day, look after your guests, and rest assured, you book a Taste of Italy, we'll do our best to make sure that your guests will be talking about the wedding and the ice cream for a long, long time. So thank you for listening. Any questions, please send them through. You can email us through our website, and we'll get back to you with dates. We've got bookings up for the next 3 years, but we do have spaces because we have 5 tricycles. This is the reason we have 5 tricycles, of course. So thank you so much. Thanks for the opportunity, guys. Have a great day, and goodbye from A Taste of Italy. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Graham and Lisa, and indeed to everybody else who's showcased so far. Curly Whirly was definitely my favourite there out of the list of ice creams from Graham and Lisa. Let us know in the comment section below which flavour was your favourite. Now, it's got to be said that this week's show is going much, much better so far from a technical side of things than last week's show, and it is all down to one guy who is now faffing and missing his cue. But please give a warm welcome to the technical guy. Ta-da. Special effects intro there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I can't control the comments from here now, which makes me really nervous though.
Well, they do keep you on the toes, don't they?
They do.
What was your favourite ice cream?
He didn't show it. Rum and raisin's my favourite.
Oh, do you know from that list there, Curly Whirly, but yeah, rum and raisins.
Rum and raisin's good. Mint choc chip is a classic.
It is.
I think Graham should send us samples and we could review ice cream.
We could do a
We
review
could
a
do it
week.
on cakes.
This is a great idea.
This is brilliant. So we could review cakes, we could review ice creams. What other things do you think we could review, guys?
These jeans are getting tighter as we speak.
Yes, sells that t-shirt. Did you watch that art watch?
Very good.
So, go on.
Yeah, well, we're doing virtual shows.
Yes.
We love live events, but these are the next best thing at the moment. I think up to now, the physical wedding fairs are cancelled up until the middle of February at the moment. Of course, we're expecting a big update around that time, and we'll see what happens beyond that. But up to now, we're going to be here every Sunday with these virtual shows.
Yeah, I mean, always give lots of support for the suppliers as well, because some of them are nervous presenters, but they've got some great information as well, and they're giving up their time to showcase that for you guys as well. Sally Ann says hi, by the way.
Hi, Sally Ann.
Alana Jennings says, for the suggestions of things to sample, she says the bridal lingerie.
Very good.
I think you're fitting them knickers. It's when we said about it's going quite well with the technical. Stacey Dealer says don't jinx it. So if it all goes black now, then that's
Stacey's fault. So yeah, I mean, you mentioned earlier that I think the suppliers they've got a wealth of knowledge, and I think they've kind of, considering where everyone's at the moment, they're kind of doing their presentations from a slightly different angle and giving information about weddings in general and planning as opposed to just their own business. I mean, they're a great resource. We have our own resource as well, don't we? We have our YouTube channel. Wedding Fayres Yorkshire YouTube. This gets uploaded onto YouTube. It should have been live streamed to YouTube as well, but we had before the show started, we had an issue with that. On there, we have these virtual shows as well as a new Plan It season. Yeah, Plan It series. I think we've got our first video up there this week, Engaged Now What? Basically, it just kind of highlights a few things that we think should be at the top of your list at the moment in terms of planning your wedding. It's just kind of highlighting a few key points and giving you a little bit of advice. And this next week, we are uploading a specialist video on wedding venues and how to choose a wedding venue, some things that you might not know as well. But if there's anything that you want us to do a video on for you, then let us know, put them in the comments below, and we'll do a bit of a deep dive on that for you.
It's why the comments are so important for the suppliers as well. It's because we want the suppliers to give you the information that you want. So by asking those questions, it helps them tailor their presentation. And then the next time they're on, they can kind of go, oh, we know that people are interested in these things. We know people are interested in that. So it helps them kind of, you know, fine tune the information in their presentations that you get. So we all win from that, really, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, again, I'm sure they've proved themselves that they're happy to help. And if you do have any questions for them, then they are specialists in their own field. So please do get in the comment section and ask as many questions as you can.
When we ask them for questions as well, it seems like modelling the bridal lingerie for the sampling thing has come up. Lindsay Fagan, who's a great supporter of the show, she said that as well. Kingston Jewelers as well has just said thank you for the Hands Face Space blog. That was the blog that we mentioned earlier.
Yes. Did you put a link up to that?
I put a link up earlier, and all the suppliers that are in today's show, or a lot of the suppliers that are in today's show, feature in that blog as well. So again, it's about getting that information out there. When I was looking at venues, I looked at the bar list to see if they have the stuff my family would like. That's a great point, is that? My family's a lot of ale drinkers. Yeah, Lindsay said she looked at the bar list from her venue to see what type of drinks. So, and that's the little tips like that really help. We can put that in the next video.
Yeah, definitely. Recommend the one that we've brought with, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll edit that one. We'll just stick a bit of sellotape going bar list.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Yeah, brilliant. What else?
I mean, it's probably something that we're not pushing at the moment, but it's something that we do run, and it's quite a unique competition that make our physical events, quite unique, and also these virtual shows as well. We 3 times a year at the moment, or perhaps a better way to say it, is that at normal we give away normally 3 pairs a year, one at each pair of the big wedding shows. A Diamante pair of Christian Louboutin bridal shoes. Now they're quite a spectacle, aren't they? If you kind of go back through our Facebook page, you'll see some images of the past pairs that we've given away. But all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning a pair of these bridal shoes is to register for one of our events, and that does include these virtual shows as well. So we're running them up until at least the middle of February. So get yourself some tickets and register for these events. And of course, when we get back to physical shows as well, please get on and register for a ticket.
Janet Wilson, whilst I'm not in control of the comments, he's just plugging the website. Janet Wilson from CPW Chauffeurs for award-winning wedding car service. They're the guys that won the North England Wedding Award for chauffeur services. And their listing's going up this week, I believe, as well on the website. They have a fantastic Range Rover, which is a little bit different and unique. So, I mean, maybe they could bring that here and we could do a live demonstration of that.
What a cool idea.
That is a cool idea. Grant doing donuts on the yard.
Yeah, I mean, we've got great space outside if you do want to pop down, and we can do it live for you from here. So for tickets to any of our shows, including these virtual ones, you need to get yourselves to 4brides.co.uk. I'll just full hand on screen there, 4brides.co.uk. And of course, you can check out our website as well, weddingfayresyorkshire.com, for an extensive list of venues in South Yorkshire and suppliers throughout the region as well.
Yeah. I don't know what we're like for time.
We've got a couple of minutes.
Brilliant. Well, I've got to go because we've got Kingston Jewelers have got a great presentation up after this one, which I've got to go set up in a minute. We've got some great suppliers all the way through this show as well. We've got Lloyd on as well, who did he had an intro, like a really cool video intro to his thing last week.
He did.
And the music in the background, Facebook did not like at all and cut us off. So we've got some different music for that video. He's custom made a new video.
Wow.
So fingers crossed that should do well.
Has Lloyd made it?
No, Lloyd is partnered up with a videographer guy.
Yes.
So the videographer guy's done that.
Sorry, it's quite funny. I was watching the Kate show. Actually, it was a Peter Kay sketch where I think it was on the Jonathan Ross show, and he made an impression of a famous band who had to borrow their dad one time to play the keyboard.
Yes.
Do you know which one I'm on about?
No.
I can't remember it either, but yeah, great sketch.
Brilliant.
So you jump back on there.
All right, see you later, guys. Don't forget, like, comment, share, engage with the posts.
There you go. So yeah, we do have Kingston Jewelers coming up after this little clip. Long-established jeweller based in the Arcade in Barnsley, been there a really, really long time. And Sarah's full of knowledge and keen to help you sort your wedding. Then we have Jelly Bean Photo Booths. I believe they are based near Meadowhall, and again kind of travel up and down the motorway, providing great entertainment in photo booths and magic mirrors. Julie from Party Cakes is also going to be doing a stint on cakes as well. Really looking forward to seeing her. I think it's the first time she's done a virtual show with us, so please show lots and lots of support. And then we finished today's show with Lloyd from Gemini Photography. I think he's starting with a show reel of the videography that they now offer, and then finishing off today's show with some photography tips. So guys, thank you so much indeed for watching. Enjoy the rest of the show. Forbrides.co.uk to get your tickets for the next one, and we'll see you every Sunday up until at least the middle of Feb. Please welcome Sarah from Kingston Jewelers. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, just chat.
So we did actually speak too soon about this show going much, much better than last week. We have run into a slight technical glitch, so I want to come and occupy you for a couple of moments while we refresh the screen and get the system restarted. Again, Sarah has been in the arcade in Barnsley for a long, long time. I'm a Barnsley lad myself, and quite a few of the suppliers on here today are either based in Barnsley or are from Barnsley, so we know them quite well. It is a pre-recorded video that Sarah submitted for today's show because she's unable to get into the shop to do a live show for you, but she is in the comment section and she'll be answering all your questions as well. She's already said hello today through somebody else's video, so please do get in the comments and ask all the questions that you've got. And I think we are...
Keep talking.
We're not quite there yet. So I will tell you a little bit about something we mentioned earlier. The North of England Wedding Awards is an annual event that we started, we still look after now, and we started for the first time last year, where the wedding businesses throughout the North kind of enter themselves or are nominated into a competition to prove who is the best in their industry when it comes to customer service. Now, the website for this is northofenglandweddingawards.com. You can pop on there and you can have a look at who were finalists and winners for their categories in the North. We have a Yorkshire section and a North East section at the moment. We're hoping to add a North West section over the next year or two. But it is a great competition, and it means that the finalists, if you get to the finalist stage, then they have a superb level of customer service as standard. And of course, if they won the award, then they are even more fantastic at customer service. So again, please do check out their websites, their social medias, and get in touch with them and ask them any questions you like. I'm sure they'll be so happy to hear from you at the moment. We've not been able to get out to physical wedding fairs. Kind of online marketing and online presence is the best that people can do. Are we ready for Kingston Jewelers video?
We are ready for Kingston Jewelers video.
Guys, I'll leave you Sarah. Cheers.
I don't know if it's got sound on it. Do you want to ask them if it checks with the sound?
If you could just let us know if there is sound on this next video. Just give us a quick yay or nay if you can hear the sound.
So I'm here to help. I'm Sarah from Kingston Jewelers in Barnsley, and I thought you'd like to see the face behind the information. We've been here nearly 40 years in the arcade, and I'm going to try and answer some of your questions about buying wedding rings and show you what we can offer. So here goes. We're going to start with the gents today. There's plenty of choice for gents now. We can make wedding rings in all metals, 9-carat gold, 18-carat gold, platinum, palladium, silver, titanium. For instance, here are some of our silver range. They're 150. We've got less. We can do all widths, all sizes. A lot of men go for a 5, 6 or 7 millimeter. We can also do all sizes. We've gone up to a Z+7. These are the ones with diamonds, so if you want a little bit of bling, we can also do them in yellow gold, rose gold, or we've got the 9-carat white gold. Now that's a very hard wearing metal, if you're looking for that, along with palladium and platinum. Again, we can do these in yellow or rose gold. These are 6mm. We find that's the most popular width, but as I say, we can do 7 or 8. In fact, I'll show you some of the wider ones just to give you an idea. These are in silver, but again, we can do them in all metals. As I say, 6mm tends to be the most popular. And here's some more in 9-carat white gold, but we have just got some relatively new ones in, and these are in different colours, and they're made in white, yellow, rose gold, palladium, platinum, or argentium. So what we've got here, for instance, is argentium and 9-carat yellow gold. That can be done in rose gold. And that one at £5.50 is 9-carat yellow gold on the inside and the stripes, and argentium in the middle. You can have it the other way round, so you could have the yellow gold as the thicker stripes and the argentium in the middle, which would bring the price down to round about £2.60. As I say, these have proved quite popular. They're just so different and very hard wearing. All our wedding rings take about 4 to 6 weeks to manufacture. We make them bespoke for you. It's never too soon to come and see us. What you can do is, if you come and try on some wedding rings, you can put a 10% deposit down, and they can be laid away for you, and you can make monthly payments. So don't be worried if you're not certain of what rings you want. What I would say is have a look on our website. We are closed at the moment, but we hope to be open again soon. But if you see any that you like, again, we can order and make them for you and arrange for you to be measured. Pocket watches are very popular for the best man and friends. And also cufflinks. Can't forget cufflinks. Lots of different styles we've got in. And these rings here, you can have engraved on the outside or the inside. There's plenty of choices. That's been a popular one, the fingerprints or Roman numerals. Anything you wish to engrave, we can do. I think the most popular is engraving on the inside with your fiance's initials and your initials and date of the wedding. You'll find our prices very comparable to the high streets. We're an independent store, so we don't put as much profit margin on. And as I say, the quality is lovely. Now for the ladies. Diamond wedding rings are the most popular. What we usually advise the ladies to do is come in with their engagement ring on, because really you do need to see how your wedding ring sits with your engagement ring. Or if you haven't got your engagement ring yet, we do have bridal sets. As you can see, there's lots of different designs, some slightly shaped. All these can be made in white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, as it says above, palladium or platinum, all with diamonds. It's such a lovely choice now. Fashions has changed so much, but all are beautiful because we like a little bit more bling now to cheer us up. And then we also go on to the plain wedding bands. Still very popular, more traditional. We've got the court, and then we've got the soft court. That's our most popular, so it's a comfort fit, rounded on the inside and on the outside. The flat, which is more contemporary. And also the D shape. Again, in all millimetres, these go from 2mm down to 7mm, but we can get wider. And again, in all colours of gold. There's a few we've got in here. These are our more traditional ones. And then we can show you some platinum as well. You see our prices are very reasonable. So do compare. We've got the diamond cut there, which catches the light nicely. Celtic. And then white gold, again with the diamond cut there. So we're based in the Arcade, 24 The Arcade. We'll have been here 40 years this year. If you want to look on our website, it's www.kingstonjewelerbarnsley.co.uk, or you can also, if you have any inquiries, you can ring me anytime on 01226 770 878, and you can also email at kingstonjewelers@yahoo.co.uk. So I'm going to take you through one more time for the gents, in case you missed anything the first time. You've got the engraving. You can pick any ring to have the engraving done. You've got the bicolour, all very reasonably priced. Then we've got the 9-carat white gold. This has been a popular one. The satin in the middle. You can have any finish on the rings. If you want brushed, satin, shiny, you just have to tell us how to finish it. That's like a sandstone finish. And then we've got one there as well. And then you've also got a shiny finish. These look lovely in yellow gold as well. Yellow gold seems to be making more of a comeback at the moment. It hasn't been popular for quite a long time, but now it does seem to have taken hold again. We do all white gold. It is made from yellow gold. Yellow gold is yellow, so white gold does need re-rhodium plating about every year because the sort of yellow starts to show through a little. We do rhodium plating. It's £25 per ring, which you'll find again is a very good price comparison compared to lots of stores. I'm going to have a little bit more of a close-up with the ladies' diamond wedding ring. As you see, we do all millimetres. So 2mm right up to, that's around about a 4mm. And we've got the princess cut, round baguette cut, which sets off nicely. You've got the square shape and then the round brilliant cut. Then we've got the claw. These are 9-carat gold prices again. We do make quite a few in platinum. It's harder wearing. It does cost more, but not as much more as you think, because gold has gone up quite a bit in the price. This is a new range we've got in. It's the 3-row brilliant cuts. They look beautiful on. And then we've also got the vintage as well, of which I've got another one over here with the round and marquee shape. So some ladies' engagement rings really won't fit with the straight half eternity bands. So some do need shape and some ladies do like shaped wedding rings. So again, come in with your engagement ring on when we are open, or if you know which one you want, just contact me and we can still order it. These are our own designs here now, and these do take 10 to 12 weeks to make, just to show we've got them in the yellow gold and the white gold. And the yellow gold, you've got pave set there. And the white gold. But the most popular are the half eternity straight, of which I've got some more here. Got white, and I think we've got a rose down the bottom as well. We can get those in rose gold. There's the vintage ones. They're some of my most favourite ones. Those are them in yellow gold. And then those are in white gold. And that one at the bottom at 13.50 is a carat 2-row. That's a gorgeous ring that sits as a real bit of bling. And we've got some plain shaped as well.
Thank you, Sarah from Kingston Jewelers. Again, I believe she's in the comments section answering all your questions. This next video from Jelly Bean Photo Booth is a pre-recorded one. They're not able to do a live show for us today, but they are in the comments. Stacey and Adam are in the comments answering all your questions. Great, great guys. I'm sure you'd be in great hands if you booked them. So yeah, this is Jelly Bean Photo Booth. Almost Jelly Bean Photo Booth. I believe these guys, they do magic mirrors, they do photo booths. I think there's a couple of other cheeky little surprises, but I won't spoil anything that they've got in their video. Hopefully there will not be a copyright strike on the music in their video. I believe they did get us booted off Facebook last week or the week before, but I believe that has been tweaked. If it does go off, then please bear with us. Come back in about 1 or 2 minutes time and we'll be back and up and running again. So I think we are ready.
We are ready.
There we go, guys. Enjoy Jelly Bean's show.
Grab a prop and strike a pose with Jelly Bean Photo Booth. With green screen, customizable print and guestbook options, you're guaranteed fun photos. Visit jellybeanbooth.co.uk.
Hi there, thank you for joining us today for the Wedding Fayres Yorkshire Virtual Showcase. I'm Adam from Jelly Bean Photo Booth, and today we will be showcasing our award-winning photo booths and magic mirrors. We are based in Sheffield and cover all of the UK. However, our main focus is Yorkshire and the Midlands, travelling 50 miles free from our Sheffield-based office near Meadowhall. So we have the largest availability of photo booths and magic mirrors in South Yorkshire, with 4 of our state-of-the-art selfie mirrors available to hire, along with 4 of our fantastic in-house built photo booth selfie pods and inflatable photo booths. We are also proud of our outstanding customer service and personalised experience, being voted as the North of England Wedding Awards Photo Booth Business of 2020 and finalist to the I Do Wedding Award of 2020. Our amazing team, Jelly Bean, will do everything to make your event or occasion extra special, whether it be assisting your guests with their photos or designing a personalised print or background. We are here every step of the way. So we also have a full COVID-19 risk assessment and policy available to view on our website, which outlines our new ways of working going forward, such as full sanitising of our photo booth props and equipment, along with encouraging all of our guests to enter our booth in bubbles and use of sanitizer, obviously till the end of when the pandemic ends. We also guarantee to move your date free of charge if your event is cancelled due to COVID. So if your date isn't available with us, your new date, we will then refund your deposit and any other payments made to us. So on to our photo booths. All of them are inflatable and we have a plethora of different options such as popular square booths available in either black or white. We also have our smaller but just as striking octagon photo booths and our showstopper camera booths that will definitely take centre stage at your event. All of our photo booths include our in-house built selfie pods using the best DSLR cameras, smooth touchscreens, and endless personalisation options, such as fully personalised prints and green screens by our in-house graphics team, personalised user interface, animations and overlays, and of course, all include our impressive trunk of fun and inflatable props. So our trunks are absolutely massive and do include hundreds of props. All our packages also include stanchions with red ropes, red carpet and decorative flames at the entrance of the booth. We also include fully personalised guest books in a choice of finishes to match your design, with our colleagues at your event assisting your guests to leave that extra special message in your book. It doesn't stop there. So our packages also comprise of a USB stick with a copy of all of the photos from the night, unlimited visits to the photo booth during your book time, double set of prints, which are either in 6x4 or 6x4 instant print per session. Online password protected photo gallery uploaded live on the night, where your guests can also scan a QR code on the night and they'll take them straight to their photo. And social media uploads to Facebook or Twitter, also live on the night. So if you've got a gallery or a hashtag gallery on your Facebook page, you can upload directly to that. Our jam-packed packages start from just £260 for 2 hours, £300 for 3 hours, and £340 for 4 hours for venues within 50-mile radius of our Sheffield office, with a small mileage charge if you're outside of this area. So bookings are subject to a £75 deposit payable on our website, with flexible payment options such as payment plans and standing orders available, so you can spread your balance over multiple months. So just get in touch around that if you want to do that. All of our terms and conditions, including prices and everything, including our packages, is on our website at www.jellybeanbooth.co.uk. So now on to our stunning magic mirrors. So today we are showcasing one of our illuminated Hollywood-style magic mirrors, which we have 2 of them, both with a huge 70-inch touchscreen, DSLR camera inside, professional flashlights, and more. So again, these run our amazing photo booth software, which is all fully personalised, just like our photo booths, to match your theme or colour scheme. So our in-house graphics team can put together bespoke animations, messages, and even virtual props and overlays onto your magic extra special. So just like our photo booths, we also put together fully personalised prints, and all of our magic mirrors come with a huge trunk of fun and inflatable props. We also have 2 other magic mirrors, one of which has a beautiful gold owner LED illuminator frame, and we also have a slimline magic mirror from our more intimate venues that also has a gorgeous silver and gold white owner frame. So our slimline mirror is great for those venues that have a huge flight of stairs, for example, and it's easily portable. With all our magic mirrors, we also include stanchions with red ropes and red carpet at the entrance of the mirror. You also get a choice of free backdrop for your guests to stand in front of if you don't want the background of your venue in your photos, for example. We've got one here today that I'm stood in front of. We also have 14 beautiful designs to choose from, all of which are double-sided. So you've got a great choice on our website to look at of all the designs we've got of the backdrops. Again, just like our photo booths, it doesn't stop there. All our packages also comprise of a USB stick with a copy of all the photos from the night, unlimited visits to the magic mirror during your book time, double set of instant 6x4 or 6x2 prints per session, a fully personalised guest book in their choice of finishes to match your design, with our colleagues at your event assisting your guests to leave a special message in your book. Also includes an online password protected photo gallery uploaded live on the night, and social media uploads. Our jam-packed packages for the mirrors, just like our photo booths, start at the same price of £260 for 2 hours, £300 for 3 hours, and £340 for 4 hours for venues within 50-mile radius of our Sheffield office. Again, with a small mileage charge if you're outside of this area. Bookings, just like our photo booths, again, subject to a £75 deposit payable on our website with flexible payment options. So your photo booth experience doesn't stop there. So our new updated website also allows your event guests to order something special with a range of quality, beautiful photo gifts. So get your favourite photo booth print or photo onto a sleigh, onto a mug, or even onto a keyring, for example, ordering direct from our Jellybean Print Studio website. It's as easy as entering your unique print number that's on the bottom of the print, selecting your photo, and then just taking it from there. Prices start from just £10 for a personalised mug, and that is including delivery. You can also order replacement USB sticks, guest books, and a print pack of all the prints from your event direct on our website. We really have thought of everything and offer the most personalised photo booth experience in the region, and it is all included in all of our simple and uncomplicated packages. So our 2021 calendar is getting very full. However, due to our great availability of mirrors and photo booths, please do get in touch if you want to check if your date is available. And 2022 onwards is also open, so don't lose your date with us. We do make it as easy as possible, to get in touch, whether it be on social media, our online chat function on our website, email or phone. So one of our team are available every day of the week to assist with any of your bookings. So whether that's just changing your date or if you want to come and book with us. So thank you for joining us today. Drop us a like on Facebook, search Jelly Photo Booth. We have enjoyed the showcase and speaking to you today. I hope you have too. I will now pass you back onto the amazing Wedding Fayres Yorkshire team. Have a great day. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all well. I hope you've got your cup of tea ready to go with the virtual cake. I'm Julie from Party Cakes in Essex, West Yorkshire. For those of you who don't know where that is, it's just off the M1 between Leeds and Barnsley. We cover the whole of Yorkshire with our wedding cakes. And as you can see behind me, we've got a few of our cakes on display for you to see. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that in a little while, but first I'll tell you a little bit about ourselves. As you can see on the screen, there's our website address. Probably the easiest place that you'll find all the other links to our Facebook page and Instagram. You'll be able to link onto those from the front page of our website. So if you go onto the website first, you'll find all the details. There are contact buttons throughout the website as well for you to email us if you've got any queries, and hopefully I can give you lots of information about our company today. So who are we and what are we all about? Well, I've got over 20 years in cake making and baking experience. I was joined by my husband, who retired about 6 years ago, and he's now the cake boss, or so he thinks he is. He's actually does all the backroom things like the baking, and I just get to do the nice things like the decorating. We use all quality ingredients for our cakes. We find and source local ingredients as much as we can. We have a very local egg supplier and things like that, so that's really nice. We put in lots of love in our cakes, and we like to, our tagline is that we make our cakes with lots of love by our family for yours. So we like to be sure that everything that goes out is fully quality controlled, and we like to make sure that all of our cakes are, you know, the best we can make them. We understand the importance of your wedding cake and how important it is to you, and that it should be the showcase of your wedding or venue or party. So we also here to help you with all areas of the design. So we can help you decide on the size of the cake that you might need. We have a very handy guide. I've got a printout copy here that we normally take to wedding fairs. That's available on our website as well, so you can have a look at that. That tells you how many portions you would get from a particular size cake. So, and that will help you if you're then sort of deciding on what size cake you might need for the number of guests that you have. So we can also help choose your flavours with you. We have an extensive choice of flavours on our website. If you go to our website, you'll find a cake menu, which will give you all the details there. And most importantly, the design. So this is very important, as we know, and sometimes it's very difficult for wedding people, brides and grooms to actually decide on what design they'd like. We usually say if you come along and see us, but obviously that's quite difficult at the moment, but we are having online Zoom meetings, which are great. We do all sorts of cakes. Yes, Anna Louise, we do actually do naked cakes. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the cakes you can see in the background in a moment. And I've got some images of naked ones that I can show you as well. So We are as well an award-winning cake company. One of the things that we love to do is to enter the Cake International competition down at the NEC in Birmingham. And it is what it says on the tin. It's an actual international cake competition with companies from all over the world coming in. And we've done quite well recently. I've got one of my gold awards here, which we're very proud of. That was for a colourful wedding cake that I did last year. So we like to get involved in that. A lot of our cakes do tend to be more on the colourful side, but we do all sorts of different designs and styles. As you can see from behind me, if I can move away and you can see them here. So I will tell you a little bit more about the cakes. I'm going to try and screen share my screen with you because I've got some images of the ones behind me so that you might be able to see them a little bit more clearly. So we'll start off with our signature cake. Just get that up there. Sorry guys, just going to get that on the screen 1 second. Bear with me. No, I think we're having a little bit of trouble. So what I'm going to do, I have a backup plan. Just 1 moment. Sorry guys, yeah, another technical issue there which we'll try and get round to
and get fixed there. Fantastic cakes. We'll make sure there's a link put in the description for her cakes as well. But yeah, lots of support for our suppliers. So we've got Lloyd coming up now. There's a short pre-record at the beginning of this. It's a trailer, and then Lloyd is coming to us from Gemini Photography straight after that. So yeah, fantastic. Please show some love for Lloyd. Let me just, whilst I'm talking to you, let me bring up the screen share as well to get Lloyd's video ready. And then all should be good. Message Julie and see if she wants to come on after
Hello, I'm Lloyd from Gemini Photography. I hope everybody's keeping safe and well. I hope you like the new show reel. That's thanks to Tom, for my business partner, for putting that together. We're going to go down a slightly different road today and talk about the weddings we've done over the last 10 months in this restricted times. All the pictures that you can see on the screen today have been taken down with taken at weddings with small numbers, and I just wanted to kind of reassure people that are thinking or are getting married under these conditions that you're still going to have a fantastic day. What we've actually done during this time, we've done roughly about 8-10 weddings since last March. A few of them have been fortunate enough to have a meal afterwards, but obviously in the conditions we are now and in tier 3 and tier 4, that's not been able to happen. We've started the day like we normally do, under social distancing, where there's always going to be 2 photographers, so we both go to bride and groom or bride, groom, groom. We see it as very important that both parties are photographed during their preparations to start their big day. So I normally go to the bride, and Tom, or my other photographer, will go to the other party. This takes the pressure out of the bride's day. When there's one photographer, under normal circumstances, they've got to leave at a certain time to get to the venue to photograph the groom and the rings beforehand. So the bride's under pressure to be getting into a dress. So doing it our way, there's no pressure. So it makes it comfortable, easy going. We work as though we're standing in the background most of the time, so half of the time you don't know we're actually there. Now, once we get to the venue, we'll have liaised prior to the wedding with the venue or the registrars at the particular venue you're at to identify the numbers. There's a lot of confusion over the numbers under the tier system, where if you look at the government website, that will give you full guidelines of how many guests you are allowed at your wedding and who's not counted in the numbers, i.e. people that's working at the venue or working with you on your wedding day. Ultimately, it's down to the venue what they're going to allow you to do. But what we've found is liaising with them beforehand smooths out any creases, and it makes it more clear what can happen on your day. The photographing the register has come a little bit more restricted in the sense that we can't bring a lot of family members onto that picture, but we can do that at a later date with the certificate that you receive. After the ceremony and you've gone outside, we've done group pictures under social distancing and in bubbles. So basically it's been very, very similar to a normal wedding day, but without the big numbers. So the Christmas Eve wedding we did, for instance, which was at Sheffield Town Hall, we went after the ceremony into the Peace Gardens to do family pictures. Bride and groom then went on to Kenwood Hall, where we should have been standing at a wedding fair today, and we did the whole grounds as we would normally do, and some family pictures with the close family that was with them. So, as you can see from the images, we've also, this particular wedding was fortunate enough to have a meal afterwards, so our first dance was covered. Video is going to become a big part of what we actually offer as well. Tom Walters, who I'm teamed up with now, excellent videographer, good guy, very comfortable to work with, and a lot of the weddings in this restricted period we've actually included video, and it's a 3-point video that we're going to introduce into some of our packages. So the 3-point video is basically covers your ceremony, speeches, and first dance, and then that's put together to your music. The groom is always mic'd up wherever possible for the ceremony, so the audio is absolutely crystal clear. This has become a big feature in these last 8-10 weddings, because some of them we've live streamed as well. So at the Town Hall wedding, for instance, at Sheffield, The bride and groom had got several relatives and guests stood outside as they weren't permitted to attend, who could actually see the ceremony live via the Facebook page, the private Facebook page Tom set up. So that's gone down really well. Also, the turnaround of this has been extraordinary, really, where under normal circumstances we aim to get images to you within roughly a week of your wedding. On some of these weddings, they've literally had the images the same day. So, for instance, Christmas Day, the bride and groom with the family in the bubble for the Christmas Day dinner could have a look at the images taken the day before. Tom has turned video around in roughly a week. So again, anybody can, on the Brides Commission, can download that and see what happened on the day. Now, a lot of our couples are having a party and a recreation of the wedding in the future. So what we've come up with the idea with as well is that we're going to project Tom's video half an hour before the evening celebrations begin. So everybody what's going to be at that, or should have been at the wedding, can actually see the video being played of the bride and groom getting married before the evening celebrations start. Now, we've also come up with a package to accommodate anybody thinking of getting married within this time span, because I think the numbers might extend a little bit more than a lot of people realise, and we've got to face this. We've got to face what's happening. It's not in good times. So with the small numbers, what we've come up with is a package where 2 of us attend, front and back of the ceremony, both sets of preparations, all the way through your day. We'll organise the day for you, all your group pictures and such. We have got a risk assessment for venues for COVID-related items. And this package will also, we're going to be putting in the video as well of the ceremony, which again can be accessed within a matter of days. And this package can be done for as little as £599. All your images come on a USB. We've roughly been taking approximately 1,500 to 2,000 images on these short days, and you get all those images included in high resolution, in colour, black and white, and we also convert them to a social media file, so they're protected for you to work and for people to view on Facebook. Tom's on hand to answer any questions. We are taking bookings for 22, 23 and 24, of which we're getting on a regular basis at the minute. But obviously this year we have got a lot of bookings to come if restrictions apply or allowed, sorry. Any questions, any queries, you can always contact us via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, we've got a brand new website which is quite good. If you want to have a look at www.lloydbunting.co.uk, and we aim to reply to you within a matter of minutes, an hour. We can do face-to-face Zoom meetings over Zoom, and then when restrictions allow us, face-to-face meetings will resume. Hope everybody keeps well. I'd like to thank everybody at Wedding Fayres Yorkshire for the opportunity. Been a great support over the last 10 months and beyond. And any queries, any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Well, hello everybody, I'm back. Thank you to Lloyd for stepping in. Really good presentation, thank you. And thank you for Wedding Fayres Yorkshire for helping me get sorted out. Sorry about that, technical hitch with the screen sharing. So we'll go to plan B. I have got all the cakes printed off, so hopefully you'll be able to see the images so I can talk through these with you. So here's the first one. This is our signature cake. I hope you can see this one okay. This is what we call sparkly white. and we make it very sparkly, hence the reason. I don't think you can probably see it in this photograph. We hand do the quilting on the side, and then we use little silver degrees to add sparkle into there. And then all the flowers and other berries and things like that are all handmade as well. We can actually make lots of things that, you know, we add little things on there to add some colour. So we've done this in lots of variations with lots of different styles and designs. You'll find a few of these on our website as well, so you can see them with a little bit of colour on. We did one once with a navy blue ribbon and it looked really stunning. So that's quite a traditional looking cake, and we do anything from traditional to funky. And we tend to use a lot of colours as well in our cakes. We do a lot of traditional ones, but a lot of people do like colour as well. We colour all our own icing, so we can usually get a good match for you know, the bridesmaids' dresses or anything like that. This is a lovely example of a pistachio cake. On here we've got frilled icing at the bottom, and then handmade roses and flowers. What we've done here is try to make roses that are a little bit more stylistic rather than a traditional one, just to blend in with the modern look of the cake. Hope you like that one. It's one of my favourite colours. So just see that somebody just asked the price range. Well, all our cakes are bespoke. So so Becky, what we tend to do is we have a base price, and if you worked on around about £100 a tier, you'd be about there or thereabouts. Obviously, something that's a lot more complicated with a lot more detail would be a little bit more, but we tend to actually, you know, sort of work with the bride and groom or the bridal party, and you know, sort of work a quote out as we design the cake. Okay, I hope that answers the questions. Keep asking the questions, by the way. I am trying to glance at them, but I've been thrown a little bit by that little technical hitch. Right, I'll show you one of our fun cakes now. This is the one that you can see right behind me that's twirling around on our turntable. This is one that we did for the wedding fairs. Obviously, we haven't been able to do those yet, but hopefully soon we'll be able to get back out there. This one's got all superhero items on it and a bride and groom at the top, which we do make as well. I've got a couple of pictures of bride and grooms to show you in a second. So we tend to do funky and, you know, sort of nice, fun looking cakes as well. So this is the front, and then on the back, we've done a colourful one. So there you go. So that's the superheroes, or Marvel, if you like, in more colourful detail. And obviously we've made the bride and groom to match as well. We've got a Wonder Woman bride. So these reveal cakes are very popular at the moment. We can do anything on those. We can put football teams are very popular. We've even done a bridal party. We've got pictures on our website where we did the whole bridal party on the back of a cake. The bride, the groom, the bridesmaids, the best man. And we put little details on there. So the best man had a snorkel on because he used to like deep sea diving and things like that. One of the bridesmaids was a nail artist, so we put a little bottle of nail polish and things like that. So it made it very personal for the wedding party as well. So thank you for all your questions coming through, and Kingston Jewelers, thank you for your question. Notice we usually, like most people have been saying as well, that we are getting very, very busy, and our dates do get booked up because very much like everybody else, we've had a lot of our business from last year moved to this year and next year. So slots are sort of disappearing quickly. But in ideal terms, we could probably do a cake. We could do one start to finish in a month if need be. But obviously we prefer more notice than that if possible. Hope that answers your question. So I'll go on to the next one. So this one, I don't know if you can see that okay, is what we call this Alice. So it's one of our fun cakes. It's got an edible sugar cup on the top with Alice disappearing into it. We've got all sorts of elements from Alice in Wonderland. You know, the Mad Hatter's hat and all sorts of things. So we love making these sort of things. So that they're just a little bit of fun and a bit quirky as well. So somebody's just asked what the popular flavours are, Grant. Thank you for the question. Well, we have a number of flavours on our website. You'll be able to see our cake menu there. Most popular flavour, believe it or not, is still the old traditional vanilla, or Victoria as we know it, with the jam and the buttercream in. But we have cherry bakewell, we do a caramel one, we do an old what we call Old English toffee. We actually do a banoffee as well. So what we try and do is develop new flavours each year. So we sort of look at the trends and then you know, sort of have a little try about, and then bring samples to wedding fairs for people to try and get some feedback. So we've done all sorts. It's because we bake all our cakes from scratch as well. We can generally, if you don't see the flavour that you like on our website, please get in touch, because we very likely will be able to do the flavour of your choice. Okay, thank you. So just back to the little people as well. So we make little bespoke characters for our cakes as well. These can be personalised. We can make the dress look very similar. Obviously, they're in tiny proportions, but we can, for instance, if the bride had a lovely floral dress, we could put a flowery dress on a little figure, or we can put lace. We can do edible lace, and obviously the suits can be matched up with the groom's suits. We can do sort of anything really, as you can see from these two examples here, right down to, I don't know, you can quite see the little cute people on the top picture have actually got the little toes out, no shoes on. That was a little bride and groom that we did for a wedding fair, and that went onto a little camper van cake. So it was a nice little surf style beach wedding. Okay. John Steele, yes, they are very moist, our cakes. We spend a lot of time in the kitchen developing our cakes, and you know, we try to make them as moist as we can. We actually put several layers of filling in as well. So we cut the cake 3 times, so you get 3 layers of filling in there. So it's not just big wadges of cake with not much filling in them. So, and most popular flavours we've done. Yeah. So any further questions, keep them coming. I am trying to read them as well. So just on the turntable, on the one that's rotating around, we do hire that out as well. Should you want to hire that, we do have several cake stands as well, which we hire for the weekend. And obviously, if you're in need of those, we discuss those at the consultation meetings. So just on to the ordering process. We mentioned notice before, so as much notice as possible is good. We would normally, in normal circumstances, would make an appointment with you, which we're still doing now. We're actually doing Zoom meetings, which are very popular, and we can generally do, you know, sort of get to speaking to our lovely customers over Zoom, and you know, really get a start of the process. So what we would do at that consultation, we would discuss the cake, obviously. It is better if it is a little bit closer to the wedding, so that you've got a little bit of an idea about what sort of design you'd like. But we can help you with that. As I said before, I'm not sure where we cut out before, but we've got over 20 years of experience, so we can, you know, we're very used to people really struggling with designs and deciding on what they would like. If you see some of the pictures on our website, you can actually choose different elements from each cake, or if you've seen one elsewhere, we're quite happy to work with you. Obviously, our cake wouldn't be exactly the same, that because we're different designers and we work differently. But we're quite happy to work with you and make sure that you get the cake of your dreams. Samples, yes, I've just seen something pop up about samples. What we do, we actually make cupcake samples, so you get a good size of cake, so you can get a good flavour of, good sense of what the flavours taste like. These we can actually send out to you, or we can send little cake boxes in the post at the moment, or they can be collected from where we live. Or you can pick them up at the consultation meeting once we get back doing those again. We're hoping that in March sometime we should be able to do face-to-face consultation meetings. Yes, Alana, each layer of the cake can be a different flavour. So it can be all the same flavour if you wish, but yeah, generally most people do choose to have a different flavour in each tier. That's quite a nice thing to do as well, so that your guests get a nice choice. On just a little bit on the storage of the cake, we would deliver it to the venue on the morning of your wedding. We usually liaise with the wedding venue so that we make sure it's there in good time, and so that you don't have to worry about it. We would then normally send a text message to the happy couple to let them know it's there safely. We're quite happy if you wanted to come and actually look at your cake as well before the day. So that's all taken care of for you. The deposit, we just asked for a £30 deposit, which at the moment obviously is transferable should anything prevent you from getting married. And obviously we would refund it completely if we didn't have your date available for next year or whenever it might be. So the other thing that we say as well, that obviously the cake's used for lots of different reasons. It can be used as a showpiece, obviously, for your wedding. Some people actually cut it in the afternoon for the afternoon guests, but a lot of people actually keep it for the evening, keep it intact so that your evening guests can see the cake. And it can be used for, there's lots of, you can actually use it for dessert. My daughter got married and we actually had her cake as a dessert because she had a sort of barbecue type meal. And we asked the venue to give us some jugs of cream, which they very kindly did. And we had some lovely cake and fruit and cream, which was very nice. A top tip, Alana just asked if we've got a top tip. I always say to people, obviously ask the venue to keep you some of your cake. And then obviously take it home with you, freeze it, as the nice young lady in the presentation before said. You can freeze it freezes very well, but also I recommend that you take it on honeymoon with you. Most places just check with you where your location is and that you can actually put it in your suitcase, but it's a really nice idea. Some friends of ours did this many years ago, and they took a piece of cake and had some Prosecco on the balcony of their honeymoon hotel, which was really nice. So yeah, lots of nice things you can do with it afterwards. Lena's asking, does anyone still save the top tier for christening cake? Yes, they do. We quite often re-ice cakes for christenings. Obviously, the top tier needs to be a fruit cake if it's going to last any length of time. And again, we'd recommend freezing that. But we've actually re-iced lots and lots of wedding cakes and made then a sponge cake for underneath it as well to make it go a little bit further for a christening. So, which is a really nice idea. Sorry, I got waylaid a little bit there. So I mentioned the deposit. The balance, we do have a system where you can actually pay in instalments if you wish, or you would pay the balance anytime up to 1 week before your wedding date. And then obviously we get the cake to the venue for you. So I think I've pretty much covered all the things that I've got there. If there are any more questions, please let me know. What I will do as well, I need to show you this as well because I didn't get on the sharing. Somebody asked earlier if we did naked cakes, and I do like the idea of just eating cake when you are naked. But yes, we do. I don't know if you can see these. So I've got my brochure out here. Just trying to get the light off it a little bit. But yeah, we do. So we do naked cakes as well. So you've got the one on this side here, which is the one that's got more buttercream finish. Sorry, my light's right on it. I will put all these on to our Facebook page so you can really see them. And pictures of the ones from behind me. And then we obviously do this other, the one here, which is more of a naked cake with the buttercream seeping out of it. That had lots of fresh berries and peonies on. Looked beautiful in the. It was a barn venue, was that one, and it looked absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got a couple more there to show you. So again, another buttercreamed one. Sorry, the lights are falling on. We need a photographer here. So there we go. We've got a buttercreamed one with lovely roses. The florist actually provided those. The bride and groom's florist, and we put them on the cake. We have some special inserts that we use so it keeps the fresh flowers nice and fresh. And then the one on the left is a smooth naked cake. So that one's got the berries again and the fresh flowers. So there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed listening to me, and I hope we can sort of get some. Sorry, don't know what I'm saying. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me, and I look forward to hearing from you. Please get in touch, and thank you very much to everybody, and thank you to Wedding Fayres Yorkshire and everybody for helping sort out the little technical hitch. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
There we go, Julie from Party Cakes. Thank you so much indeed for your presentation today. And thank you to everybody else who took part in today's show. Now, please go and check out all their social medias and, of course, their websites. And ours on top of that is weddingfairsyorkshire.com. So please do go and have a nosy. See you next Sunday, where we'll be back for another virtual wedding show. Another great selection of suppliers who cannot wait to present to you and answer all your questions. For brides.co.uk to register for next week's show. And I think we'll call it a day. Guys, thank you so much indeed for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.